Good YouTube, Quinway back at it again with that instant basketball analysis on the Memphis Grizzlies beating the Dallas Mavericks and holding them under 100 points, 102 to 96. The Mavericks go to 5-13 and 4-9 at home, and the Grizzlies improve to 6-11 and 2-6 on the road. Dallas won the first quarter 22 to 21. Second quarter was won by Dallas again, 25 to 22. Memphis won the third quarter 33 to 26. In the fourth quarter 26 to 23. We're going to go through this one quick also because not much stood out in this one. Just a slow game with two teams just using a bunch of skill players to hurt each other enough to get the win, and Memphis won that war. Santi Dama ended up having the most points on the Grizzlies with 20, 35 minutes for him, 9 to 17 from the field, 2 and 5 from 3. He had 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. 2 of them was offensive with a personal foul. He's capable of doing this because he's just really good at shooting the ball and using his length and his bounciness to, get to the rim or hit shots near the rim. So I'm not really surprised he had a game like this. Cedric Coward, thought he'd have a bigger game, but he didn't shoot the ball that well. He played 25 minutes, finished with 9 points. He went 3 of 11 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 3 of 5 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. One of the rebounds was offensive and a personal foul, a +8 and plus minus. And that ended up being a game where you wanted more from him. But it wasn't really needed to get the win. But at least he went out there and tried to take the shots that he's used to and then try to force anything. You can say the same thing about Jalen Wells. Played 31 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. 3 of his rebounds was offensive, 2 personal foul, and a +18 in plus minus. The other guys got in double figures, but not by much. Zach Edey, 26 minutes, 12 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, had 15 rebounds, so a double-double. This is what he can do each and every night. He's just such a big body that takes up so much space, and you just can't ignore it because he's going to make you feel him. 3 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 4 blocks, 7 offensive rebounds, 5 personal fouls, and he had a +13 and plus minus. The fouls has been something that's given him a lot of trouble. He is slower than most people, and he is such a big target you can't miss him. But he also goes for blocks and use his feet the wrong way when it's time to defend the paint. Vince Williams Jr., 24 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. He had a double-double because of 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals. 3 of the rebounds was offensive, 4 personal fouls, a +3 and plus minus for him. This is an okay game when it comes to the offensive production, but he stepped it up with the rebounds and he found his teammates, but it cost him a little bit with the turnovers. And he did get in a little bit of foul trouble, and that's why you didn't see a crazy amount of minutes from him. Oliver Prosper, 17 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 8 from the field, 0 of 3 from the three-point line, 7 rebounds, 1 turnover, 2 of the rebounds offensive, 2 personal fouls, and a -12 and plus minus for him. Just didn't do enough. He just missed too many shots in this one, although the rebounds did help. His offensive lack thereof it really was a problem. You can say the same thing about G.G. Jackson. He also finished with 2 points, but he only played 8 minutes. But he went 1 of 5 from the field and 0 of 1 from 3. He had 2 rebounds and 1 turnover, and he had become a -10 by the end of the game. Jock Landale, 5 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist, a -1 and plus minus for him. He just took his time and got in the paint and tried to finish as good as he could, and he also knocked down a 3, which he shows that he's able to do, and they fine with that. Katavious Caldwell Pope, 25 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 1 assist, -6 and plus minus. He got in double figures in points. He was efficient and spaced the floor and kept the ball moving. If he didn't have a shot that he liked, you have to like that. And John Conchar, 20 minutes, 4 points, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 0 of 1 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers. 3 of them was offensive and a +1 and plus minus. He was good. He didn't do anything crazy, but when it came to rebounds, he was really good. He had the most on the bench besides Oliver, so that's a good thing to see. And then Cam Spencer had the three ball really going, 3 of 5 from three, and then he also was doing a good job of scoring in different ways besides that. Finished 6 of 10 from the field in 24 minutes, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and 3 personal fouls, a +6 and plus minus. They ended up shooting 37 to 92, 40% from the field, 8 of 31, 26% from three as a team, 20 of 24, 83% from the free throw line. But they did have 61 rebounds in this game. That really helped. 26 assists, 12 turnovers, 5 steals, 5 blocks, and they also had 18 personal fouls. And then you look at the Dallas Mavericks. Daniel Gafford, 27 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks, 3 offensive rebounds, 5 personal fouls total, and a -13 in plus minus. Didn't really get as many lobs and dunks as you thought that he might in those 27 minutes that he played. He didn't even get a lot of putbacks, but it just show you that the Memphis Grizzlies was doing a good job on him, and they was able to neutralize him. PJ Washington, 32 minutes, 15 points, 7 of 17 from the field, 1 of 5 from three, 0 of 1 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks, 2 of the rebounds are offensive, 2 personal fouls, and a -8 and plus minus. Just a really good performance from him. You know, when it came to outside of the 3-point shooting, you needed everything that he did just to stay in this game. And he's a guy that is bringing it on both ends of the court consistently this year. And, you know, he didn't shoot the ball great, but he also didn't have a terrible night. Cooper Flag, 33 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 15 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. 2 of his rebounds was offensive, 2 personal fouls, and a -5 and plus minus. He didn't look that great tonight when it came to the bounce, when it came to the handle and getting to shots and just being confident when he got to the shot and took it confidently the way that he should. It just didn't look organic. It just didn't look natural enough in some instances in this game. And I think that that's something he has to continue to figure out as the season go on, because you got guys that's the same body type or even bigger or even longer on you. So you're not going to have those advantages that you had in high school and college. He's starting to see it. He's starting to understand that, and that's why he does have to continue to work on his handles and his ability to create separation to get those jump shot off, because they're giving it to him. They're letting him take it, but he still has to make them pay and knock them down. Brandon Williams, 32 minutes, 18 points, 6 of 11 from the field, 2 of 4 from three, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 of the rebounds offensive, 3 personal fouls in the -2 and plus minus. He actually did a good job. You know, he scored the most points in the starting lineup. They've been using him a whole lot. They got to get firepower from somebody. He's been able to bring it for them, and he was even able to do it efficiently, even from three, and made all his free throws. So you got to be happy with how he played, and you just want to see him just continue to do that. Max Christie, 22 minutes, 9 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 3 rebounds, 2 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, and a -8 and plus minus. You wanted him to do more, but he didn't really take a lot of shots to where it hurted you, and when the shots that he did take was good looks, and then he made majority of them anyway. So this is a game where you need more offense from somebody in that starting lineup, and you just couldn't get it enough to win the game, because they didn't have terrible games, but they also didn't have really spectacular games either. And then Klay Thompson, he was trying to be the guy to come off the bench and make the most difference, and he did, but it wasn't enough to help him win the game. He missed a big three, and it wasn't an easy one, but he still had the confidence to take it, just couldn't knock it down. He played 28 minutes, had 22 points. He was 7 of 17 from the field, 6 of 12 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 turnover. The rebound was offensive, 4 personal fouls, was a +2 in plus minus. Drake Powell, 3 minutes for him. He didn't do anything but be a +1 and plus minus. Caleb Martin, 12 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from three, and he had 1 personal foul, was a +5 and plus minus. But he didn't do much either but make a shot. And then Najee Marshall, he played 30 minutes. He had 13 points, went 4 of 8 from the field, and 1 of 4 from three, and 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. 1 personal foul, and a -2 and plus minus. I like what he was doing. He was handling the ball, being a little shifty out there, using his ability to shoot the three to be able to get to different spots on the court. Then he was just trying to either score or make the right play by dishing out the basketball. He had to like the way he played. And Musa played 9 minutes. He didn't score because he missed his only field goal, but he still did have 4 rebounds and an assist, a block, and, well, 2 blocks and a steal. And he did have 1 turnover. One of them was offensive, 2 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. And then Jaden Hardy, 12 minutes, 0 of 5 from the field, 0 of 4 from three, 1 assist, and 1 personal foul. And he was a -1 and plus minus. Didn't really give them much because he was out there for offense and he didn't really create a lot for his teammates. And he didn't knock down the ones that he had for himself. 35 of 91, 38% from the field, 12 of 36, 33% from three, 14 of 16, 88% from the free throw line, 41 rebounds. They got out rebounded by 20. That's a big reason why they lost, and they didn't shoot the ball that great. And then 19 assists. They got beat in that one. 10 turnovers. They had less, but they still couldn't score. 4 steals, one less than the Memphis Grizzlies, and 9 blocks. That was more than the Grizzlies by 4. And then they had 21 personal fouls. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks, they're a mess. They're tough to watch sometimes. It's a frustrating situation because you had 2 guys you couldn't wait to play together. They never really have. Then you add the #1 pick who hasn't really been playing like an NBA ready player. Now, he's not playing terrible. You can say he's a starter level player like he's been showing, but he still hasn't really gave you enough to where you feel like, oh my God, I'm glad we got Cooper Flag. The season is early, and he has a hopefully a long, healthy career ahead of him. But he has been a little bit of a disappointment this year so far. He had a couple shining moments even in summer league, but not enough consistently going on for him. His defense hasn't really translated as much as you thought it would. The playmaking isn't really there. He just getting the ball, giving it to somebody else and letting them do whatever they want to do. And he should be the one doing that. Give me the ball. Let me get a bucket. Let me get a basket. Let me get to the free throw line. We see him do it, but it's every couple games. And that's just a mentality that you have to be great. You have to want those moments. You got to want those opportunities. You got to want those situations. And then your teammates can play off of it. Then your teammates can shine off of it. And I just don't see him doing that enough. I think as Jason Kidd, if you want him to play point guard, that's what you will be doing, making all the plays and all the decisions. I don't really see him doing that. I'm looking at him giving up the ball to everybody and letting them do their thing, or trying to find a way to give it to the guy that gives it to the next guy. I don't see enough of Cooper Flag demanding the ball and demanding shots. And nobody's going to do it but Anthony Davis and Kyrie. They always injured. Even before this season, they're great. They're Hall of Famers, him and Kyrie, but they're going to not really make Cooper Flag look good because all he's going to do is be in the corner or getting out in transition. Now, that's not a bad situation. That just proves the fact that he might just be a starting level player. We seen that last year with Zachary Ricochet. He wasn't a superstar in the making. He was just a guy that had good size, had good touch, and understood what he was out there on the court to do. If Cooper Flag keep playing like this, he might just be a spot up shooter and a transition guy and a guy that can take a three, pump fake it, get to the line, or make a mid-range or a layup or a dunk every blue moon. If he's that, I mean, that's not enough to win a championship with the way that Anthony and Davis and Kyrie been playing and the fact that they can't stay healthy. They needed more than that. They needed a guy that can get 20 plus. And it is some rookies the last decade and even Zion, this one, that was able to do that. He doesn't look like he's that guy. Con Knipple, who was on the same team, looked like he's better than Cooper Flag right now. And I'm not saying that as an insult. It just, that's how good we thought Cooper Flag would be. And Con Knipple was just flat out balling. You know, he's getting 20 to plus multiple games, and he's playing a lot better, and he has less to work with than Cooper Flag probably might have in the future. But if this is the franchise guy they're building around, I don't know what to tell you, because he's not doing enough at any category, any statistical category that's blowing my mind or making me say, yeah, that's why you got him. That's why you need him. Besides the fact that he doesn't get rattled, that's important. But if he's not going to put the rest of the stuff together and he's not going to really go out there and play where he looks like he has his mind made up. I'm just looking at him like he's just gonna be another starter in the league. He can be a Keegan Murray type of guy, a guy that has size, a guy that can play as a starter and not hurt you, but also make sure that you ain't gonna get higher when it comes to a ceiling. Well, I mean, quality role players are important, and he looks like he can be that already. But we were looking at franchise player, we were looking at superstar when we thought about and what we was giving credit for Cooper Flag. He ain't that. I can tell you that much. I am going to say that early in the season because I watched every game that he has played, including Summer League, and he shows signs. And Najee Marshall can do that. Klay Thompson can do that. And you can look at them. They never been superstars in their career. Even D'Angelo Russell can go for 20 to 30. He's been an all-star, but never a superstar. I don't know what to really expect from this Cooper Flag guy. I'm not impressed by him right now. And I'm looking at it like they always going to tell me he's young. He's only a teenager. He's young. He's only a teenager. Well, I understand that. I give you that. You show me that. And I'm watching. I'm seeing that you know what I mean? I give you that he's 18, 19 years old. That does make sense. But at the same time, nothing is guaranteed in this league. That's why y'all don't have Luka in Dallas for the Dallas fans. He wasn't guaranteed to play his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. People thought that he would. People hoped that he would. Nico got fired because he gave up on that experiment for the reasons that they did. And Cooper Flag was supposed to be a consolation prize. Well, you lose Luka, you get Cooper. I mean, I take it. Like I said, I'm still will take him because he still has that potential and that upside. And I do like the fact that he's still showing that he can hold his own in the NBA. But I'm saying he was supposed to be superstar material. He's far away from it right now, man. He's young, but I still got to see the results. I still got to see more than what I've been seeing. He's just too passive for me. And when you're too passive, that doesn't mean superstar. And he's also too trusting in his teammates. He's giving his teammates more opportunities than he's taking himself. Superstars don't do that. That's going to dominate the game. That's a mentality thing. And that's how he's playing, too unselfish for me. And his team is in the need for somebody that can really take over and that's what Klay was trying to do in this game. Somebody got to take these shots. Somebody got to be confident. Somebody got to say, I'm not passing it. Because if you're going to keep moving the ball around, you're going to keep passing the ball around and not getting anything to go in, you're wasting possessions. You're allowing them to go up on you. You're allowing them to keep the lead. And that's the problem with the Mavericks as a team. And a lot of it does come with the fact that Cooper Flag hasn't really been that great. He's been okay to good, but he hasn't been great. But like I said, I'm going to hear y'all out and say, well, he's a teenager. He's not that old. He's still a rookie. I would say fair. I would say we on the same page. But the things he's doing in his head doesn't really translate to superstar. It may be all-star. Superstar, all-star, two different things. Comment, like, subscribe, share it, the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation videos just like this, but about various other different NBA-only topics. I also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do mock draft and draft coverage. I also do have over 4,000 videos already on my channel right now that you can watch and enjoy, and it's all for free. Plus, I try to upload videos every day throughout the day to give y'all something to look forward to and watch when it comes to NBA and basketball content. Other than that, thanks for watching. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Thanks for appreciating the content for what it is and continuing to come back. And thanks for going out there and showing so much respect for me for so many years. Other than that, I love y'all for that. I need y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all still feel the same way about me and my analysis. And all I can say is y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all hopefully later today with more analysis.